Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome to a special different video. Normally I'd be tearing into an Amiga or trying to make you buy something or reviewing a product or something, but this is a special thank you video. A lot of you guys have been helping a brother out, sending in replacement parts, odds and ends that you don't need anymore, and some special items. Mr. David P. Not going to mention your last name for privacy, but I thank you. He writes me a small note. Chris, as we spoke about before on Patreon, I'm going to send you this care package of some random German goodies from where I live in Bavaria. There's a couple gift for your daughter as well. I don't know her age, so I winged it. The 2 small clay pots of mustard are incredible on anything. Enjoy. And then he tells me a brief story about how he got into the Amigas. Keep on keeping these old tired classics up and running. Take care, Mr. Dave. So Mr. Dave sent me 2 things. Well, some German beer. This is, it's all written in German. So, natural water, malted barley, dextrose wheat, hops, malted wheat. Anyway, so this is 6.5% alcohol by volume. There was 2 of these. One somehow got opened and drank, as did all the meat. You're like, what? Okay. I apologize. I was hungry. I'm fat. He sent me these Cabanos. These are basically a nice sausage. And man, they were good. There was another one. There was 3 of them, but I couldn't keep the trash. These were the mustard tins. They came with a... I'm sorry, I dipped the sausage in the mustard. It was really good. So here we go. Natural mustard. Man, this was some good stuff. There might be some left. It's like a dark seeded mustard. Really incredible. And none of the carcinogens that us Americans normally get shoved in our food. Greatly appreciate it. And clay pot. Really cool. Got 2 of these. One's in the fridge, I think. Nope, never mind. It's right here. So 2 of those. He gave me some cheese. Somehow, a couple pieces fell into my belly. And there's all different flavors, like the paprika, the garlic, the onion. Really good. I haven't opened these. I did not touch these yet. Pepper balls. In case you didn't know what male peppers look like. These are peppers stuffed with like garlic and stuff. Didn't open these yet. Had to save them. Gouage ketchup. It's the curry flavored ketchup. Didn't open this yet. I'm going to. I had to have something to show in the video. Garlic. Ooh, man, this looks good too. Water, glucose. It doesn't have like anything that we have, and it's gluten free. Doesn't matter, I'm not a glutonian. The cheese, there was like 2 or 3 packs of sausages. One was like a paprika little sticks thing. They went in that mustard really well. I love food gifts. If you want to hook a brother up with international food, I will try not to eat it before I make the video. That's why I had to film this, because I had another care package coming today that I had to thank you for. And I kept forgetting that before I plow down all this food, I had to make a video thanking you. So thank you very much, Mr. Dave. I greatly appreciate it. And now I can finally drink this other beer. And you also gave a coloring book to my daughter. I greatly appreciate it. She's 15, but she still used it. If you're noticing that I have some parts here, Mr. Jack sent me just a couple 40-pin dip sockets. Thank you for that. He also contributed some battery holders, which you know we rock through, and I greatly appreciate that. You guys are always sending me little bits and bobs of your extra leftovers that you don't know. Hey, thank you a lot, because the large majority of these things I have to buy myself to keep stock on repairing your stuff. Which leads me to my next thing, and I'm going to say your last name because you are well known. Mr. Chris Hooper reached out to me and he says, Chris, I really enjoy your YouTube channel. You always strike a great balance between informative and entertaining. Keep it up. Please accept this small package.
That's what she said.
Please accept this small care package from Stefan and I. We hope you will find some parts or supplies that you can use. The spray bottle is chemical resistant and works great for isopropyl alcohol. Any questions, please feel free to email me and his email address. So, Chris, from another Chris, I greatly thank you. And this was just a small box of stuff. And I've never seen this before, and this is cool. Solmo, 99% alcohol. I could probably drink this. Maybe not. Flammable liquid, blah, 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 blah. Safety, safety, safety. Amazon services, 99. I didn't know you could get it this strong. I'm a Walmartian 91, and that works good. This is really gonna just strip the paint right off a bumper. Another roll of the fine solder lead tin silver. Great stuff. That's gonna go right here next to my Chip Quik because I'm running low on that. This is a DB9, I think, VGA HD15 case outside grippy thing. Cool, because I have a little dude I want to use that on.
What the hell did you just say?
There are two A2000 CPU socket relocators to be assembled. Wonderful. Along with some Science wipes. I'm always wiping down cases, and I use the white anti-static, anti-fingerprint gloves all the time, just with some Windex, just to keep the oily fingerprints off of your bottoms. So thank you for those. I get excited on these things. A various assortment of sockets from what looks like 40s to maybe some 44s. Oh, you're a lifesaver. I was just getting ready to order these. 5 more 68,000 sockets. 42 pin sockets, 2.54 pitch. PLCC sockets, some various other sockets, 3,000 zip sockets. Hell yeah, I'm going to put these back on my busted 3000T motherboard when I get to that RAM. That's great. And there's 8 of them too. Sweet. These are the 42101Cs. They are the buffer chips for Amber. Sweet. I have used so many of these up. I greatly appreciate that. DS1000 delay lines. Yes, sir. Those delay lines. Awesome. I only have one of these. Thank you. 3 SCSI cables. Awesome. And some doohickeys to do stuff. And IDE and SCSI ends. I have the cable maker thing too I have to use for Mr. Jonathan. Kester 186. You know that's my go-to. It's right there. You guys looking for good flux? Wonderful flux. I was just getting ready to reorder that, so that is a 10 out of 10. I don't know what this is. They look like 3000 ROM tower boards. Amiga 3000 ROM tower. Holy crap. You saw that death one that I just put together, back together. I didn't know they remade these. Excellent. Thank you so much. For those of you who don't know, the ROM Tower 3000s were never supposed to be publicly sold, but because Commodore and all their infinite wisdom didn't punch them out as fast as the demand went, the demo units that were shipped to the dealers got sold, and all of those had ROM towers in them. The factory released ones for the actual commercial product did not. So if you have a 3000 desktop with a ROM tower, you know, using those upper 2 slots, you have an early demo unit. Or a dealer unit. One of those power dudes that you solder into the back of the power thing for the power cable. That would be Junior up there playing with the dog. Here's that bottle of booze. It's got a little bit of moonshine in it. Medical grade. Your proctology exam is ready, sir. Test those out on Mona. And that is it. Thank you so very much. And Mr. Jack. And Mr. Jack, thank you so very much for your partial contributions. Mr. Jonathan and everybody else, if I haven't mentioned your name, this thing doesn't work too well at all times. I have lots of emails and lots of little bits that I get from you guys, and ROMs and SCSI chips that I got recently, and I believe I filmed that in an upcoming segment. So if I haven't mentioned you directly, I have been thanking you individually when I get these, and I'm doing a video using them. So thank you all for your continued contributions into saving what is left of the Amiga fleet of the world. I have 16 sitting right behind me right now, and I would show you it, but I can barely move. Mr. David O, who I'm doing a special 4,000 on, sent me $1,000. It's a note, but that's what a $1,000 bill looks like. Grover, Cleveland is El Presidente. This is a Spirit Amiga 512K add-on board. The cool thing about this Spirit is I'm going to channel this Spirit and it's going to help me out. My 4000 tower has this kind of edge connector, just a pin header, but look how it's soldered in two places. My SCSI board does that, and its holes are looser than J-Lo after a good evening, and it's just not hanging on. I gotta jiggle it and wiggle it and shake it and torque it, and just to get it to work sometimes. If I move it, it doesn't want to work. I have to take it all apart. I'm gonna sacrificial that if I can't find these connectors. There's also some rando chips here. 74 LS 244Ns and a Workbench 1.3 ROM. 8 megabyte DIMM from a Compaq. Yeah, they're pre-HPAC. There's a 6840 25 on this very hard, like you'd put flowers in it, with the 8372A Agnes. Hope it works. Oh, she's a whiz. Hope it works because I used my last 1 meg Agnes up on a board that you may have seen, and this is really cool. Remember how my Amiga 2000s thing, I've had more glue in it? Well, here is a replacement one. It's a little brown. I'll stick it out in the sunlight, and that's the replacement light pack for the Amiga 2000. Great, thank you for that. There is a an ISA card. Yes, I'm not saying ISA because that's not proper. An ISA card of a 8-bit hard disk adapter. I don't know if it's MFM. I don't know if it's IDE. It's 91, so I'm presuming it's IDE. Also 2 rando 72-pin SIMs. This one's double-sided, so it could, if it works, plop as chip RAM. There's a bunch of loose chips and an NVMe B key. We got some CIAs, 8520A1s. They've seen better days. There's 5 of them. They could be blown. They might not be. I don't know. 2 Paulas, 2 Denises, 1 Gary, Moss branded chips, 8520A1. They might be good. I'm going to have to test them. I'm going to have to build myself like an A500 ZIF socket board just to, like the whole board, ZIF sockets. Hey, it wouldn't be a video without a phone beeping. Let's see who the special guest star is today. It's Mr. Jack from Texas. But thank you. Greatly appreciate it. And finally, last but not least, I have to thank Mr. Jonathan, who had some Dr. Chris coffee mugs made as ideas for my merch store. And they're freaking hilarious. This is the, there's 2 of them, so it's the opposite. It's Dr. Chris and the Varda, and then the Dr. Chris poster, Master Thaumaturgist, copyright Chicken Wings Incorporated. Hilarious. I love it. So thank you guys for everything. I greatly appreciate it. One of my Discord users, I've said this before, sent me time for a nice cold wobbly pop. That's a great one too. And I think that's all I got. If I missed you, I'll remember in about 4 hours, and then I'll try and throw that in there. But I think I got everything. Pretty sure. 80%. 84.321%. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in for this quick What's New in the Amiga world, and I thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I hope you learned something.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?